guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at this killer drop D riff by Vinnie Moore. It's called Meltdown, and this is off his album of the same name, Meltdown. And you know, when we talk about Vinnie Moore and guys like that, most of the time it's in the context of lead guitar playing. But you know, you got to have a good tune to play lead guitar over. And in this case, it's a very cool riff. It's a simple riff, but it's a fun riff to play, and Vinny's got a lot of really cool ideas, especially I think later on in his career, where he's really branching out rhythmically and building songs around riffs with the lead guitar parts over those, as opposed to in the early days more just playing over chordal structures and chord progressions, which were also extremely cool. Some of his best, my favorite playing of Vinny's is probably on Time Odyssey. But for riffs and just cool song structures, sometimes that gets overlooked with a lot of these guys that can really rip it up. And so this one is really cool, Meltdown. And so you're going to want to tune your guitar to drop D tuning, which all that means is you're going to take your low E string and tune it down a whole step so it sounds like D. Should sound like that. One thing you can do is to test it is to play your open string after you tune it down, and then play the 5th fret on the A string, and those should ring together nicely, that being the octave of the low E string, which you've just tuned down a whole step, just in case you didn't know. Now, one of the great things about playing a drop D tuning is you get to play power chords with one finger. In fact, you can play a big fat open D chord just by going, playing the low 2 strings, or forming a D chord here. And you get the biggest of the fattest chords. So we're going to be doing these one finger power chords and mixed in with some single notes. I'll show you that in just a sec. You can grab the tab for this in the description box below. I've also included a Guitar Pro file for you Guitar Pro users, and I've got a free sweep picking guide which you can check out also, called Sweep Picking Bootcamp, and that's my free gift to you. Okay, so that's it in the way of introductions. Let's get stuck into this riff here. It starts out on the 5th fret on the A string to the 3rd fret. So this is in the key of D, which makes sense. We're in drop D tuning. And we're playing, just starting out 5-3 on the A string. And from there is where we start to get into these one finger power chords. And I used one finger per fret, so I'm going to do ring finger on the 5th fret across the low E and A strings, middle finger on the 4th fret across the A and E, and then the 1st finger on the 3rd fret, low E and A. Okay, so far we have this. Now you'll notice this a lot of times during the riff, that D note there on the 5th fret of the A string gets a vibrato and gets held a little bit longer, but it doesn't start out that way at the very beginning. You just start out like this. Okay, and then when it comes back around, then it comes though with the vibrato shake, but you don't start out with that. Okay, so let me just play through it slow once, the first part of it. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of back and forth going on here. So we're going to go, after we do this, 5-3 on the A string, we're going to go 5, and all these are one finger power chords across the low E and the A. Check the tab if you have any questions. Whoops. Keep my microphone in one spot here. And then we're going to go 5, 4, 3, open. So So that'll be the low E and the A open. 5, 4, 3, open, back up, 3, 4, 5. So now when we get to 5, we're gonna do this. It's 5, 4, 5, 4. 3, open, and then back to 3. I'm just playing the 3rd fret on the low E here at this point. So let me put all that together. Okay, now there's some muting going on here. Use your discretion. You don't have to mute every single power chord, but it does sound cool with at least a partial mute on these. I think that's kind of what Vinnie does. And when we get back to that 3rd fret there, that's when it comes in with the vibrato shake on that D note, 5th fret E string. A little pick harmonic there if you want. So, and then we go right back to the riff. But we're just going to go down. So 5, 4, 3 open, and then this time we end it like this. That's 2, 3, 3, 2. To a C5 power chord. Okay, so here's the whole thing slow. A little bit more up the tempo. Alright, then there's the great lead guitar stuff, which maybe we'll do some of that on another lesson. But just a quickie today, Meltdown by Vinnie Moore. Grab the tab down below in the description box and the free sweep picking guide, and I'll see you next time. Rock on.